Hi everyone, our next exercise is called Play, Buzz, Play. I got this idea from David Vining after talking to him at a tuba conference in Tucson, Arizona a long time ago. We had a great time talking about routine and how we get better and what kind of things we can do. I know that mouthpiece playing can be a controversial issue in the brass world. I think it becomes less controversial as we go down the score. But every teacher is going to be different. Make sure you're listening to your teacher. But I want to show you some things that I think are very beneficial. I've noticed changes in my students playing, and I've noticed changes in my own playing, which of course is the greatest indicator for me personally. If it works for me, I'm hoping it works for my students. And so I'm going to keep working with it, and I work with it myself all the time. So if you'll look at the packet called The New Routine, this is page 2. Exercise starts on what's labeled as measure 76. One of these days I'll get them a little bit more organized so we have better numbers. But it's called Play, Buzz, Play. You'll notice that it says wind pattern a few measures of this exercise before starting. Wind patterning is a concept brought up by, again, my friends Sam Palafian and Pat Sheridan, who came up with this idea in the breathing gym where you play the wind that you're going to use to create the music, thinking all the time the musical thought that you're going to have when you play. The musical thought has to be paramount in your mind. So if you take a look at Play, Buzz, Play, it's in F major on this sheet. There are 12 keys. Blow it in them all because all 12 keys are valid and all 12 keys are used. Yes, when we're in marching band, concert band, even up in college, it's very rare that we're going to play in B major. But someday someone's going to put the finale to the Firebird on your stand and you're going to have to play in B major at the end. So make sure you know B major. And knowing all your scales is like knowing all the letters in your alphabet and knowing all the words in your language. You can then be more conversant as a musician. So make sure you work on all the scales. So try this in all keys. We're going to do it in F today. You can pick a scale any day and turn your metronome on and just do it in any scale. It's the same pattern. It's a harmonic pattern. Most of the things I like to do, because I'm a composer, is to put things in the harmonic realm so that you get a sense of how harmony moves through in the functional tonal era. Okay, so here we are. Play, Buzz, Play. If you know, I'm going to set my metronome at 120. You can go anywhere you want. Just for the sake of doing it together, we're going to set it at 120, a nice level tempo. This is a great exercise for working on technique. Set it up in the 200s and work on single tonguing your eighth notes at that speed. You can also change articulations. You can slur 4. You can slur 2, tongue 2. You can tongue 2, slur 2. You can tongue 1, slur 2, tongue 1. It doesn't matter. Use every exercise that you find to its utmost extent. That means don't just play the exercise the way you see it in the book or the way that I present it on my page. Change it. Improvise. Do something different every day to keep music exciting and gratifying for you every day. So here's Play, Buzz, Play. Metronome is at 120. Let's just wind pattern a little bit of this. You'll notice that the rests between the playing and the buzzing and the playing are only whole notes. Well, you're going to find that it's difficult to get the mouthpiece out and back in 4 counts. So what I tell most of my students is turn those rests all into 6 counts. So all of the rests in this exercise are 6 counts. Someday I will go back and fix all of these PDFs. So here we go, Play, Buzz, Play. We're just going to wind pattern. Put your hand about a foot in front of your face so you can feel the core of air right on your palm. Here we go. 1, 2, breathe. Rest, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rest, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rest, 2, 3, 4. Good. You should be ready. Here we go. Play, Buzz, Play in F major. When you're playing the mouthpiece, the biggest, darkest, most beautiful buzzing sound you can make. All right? Here we go. 2, 1, 2. That's play, buzz, play. I want to add one thing onto the end of this exercise, and this is something that you need to learn and you need to memorize. Right above this exercise in that packet, called the new routine, is an exercise called Relax in B flat. This is a relaxer that Don Reinhardt taught my teacher, Gary Tyree, back in the 1970s when he was traveling from Columbus, Ohio to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania to study with the great brass teacher. This is an exercise that you should do frequently throughout your routine. It is imperative that you stay relaxed, that everything stays relaxed. There's never tension in the body, never tension in the sound. Tension kills tone. All people who teach the brass instruments will say that to you. Tension kills tone, so stay relaxed. This is a chromatic scale pattern from B flat down to E twice, concert pitch, B flat to E. So all you B flat instruments can play it, open down to 1, 2, and 3 and back. And then you play at the end, you play a tonic, take a big breath, play the dominant, and then the pedal. Don't breathe between the dominant and the pedal. We want to learn how to go from F to B flat concert without shifting everything, all right? Here we go. Relax in B flat. It's at your own tempo. I like to go here we go. Empty your water and take a break.